Hello all, and welcome to part 3 of Oneshot Solstice. I'm very excited to continue. I mean, like, this campaign is so much more tense than the base games, as I've said before. I wonder if the lamplighter is still able to be... Yes! The lamplighter! Oh, and by the way, misconception. I kept calling him Leon last time because the game actually doesn't give him a name. He was I checked in the game files. He was referred to as Polite. And he's also called the Lamplighter too. So come on, work already, huh? All right, the elevator guy. That's funny. Come on! Now of all times. Excuse me. Whoa! You. Ah, jeez, I didn't think I was gonna run into. The elevator's missing a button, right? How'd you know? Jake and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. The evacuees are counting on this. On me. But been here for hours, I can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West Apartments. The Sqaure stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh. Right now everyone's crowding the cafe. We really want to get everyone into service as soon as possible though. The library and the service doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait. Didn't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments, Jake? The what? Looks like we have to find some other way to fix the button, Jake. Holy fudge! Haha. He was about to say, he was about to say fuck. And the reason how I know this is because it hesitated for the rest of fudge, but still. Looks like Jake and I need to find another way down altogether. But it's the only elevator in the area. We'll think of something. Holy fuck! I don't know, it'd be cool to see him say that. Ooh, the music's getting slower. But yeah, everyone's here in the cafe. Oh, hello, Messiah. You came at a bad time. The apartment in the West Sector got destroyed by Sqaures a day ago. Terrible, isn't it? Yeah. At least the evacuees seem to be doing okay. We're letting them stay here for now. Will she speak this time? Still silent. Same as usual, huh? Yeah. Hey. Hi. Is it me or is it really cold outside? Now that you've mentioned it, it is really chilly this time around, Jake. Good thing you've got a scarf, huh? Mm-hmm. Dang it. I just moved into my apartment. Now where am I gonna go? Our apartment got evacuated while my parents were at work. I'm waiting for them to pick us up now. I hope they're okay. At least my robot's with me. Bummer. I had to leave most of my plants behind. It stinks. Sorry to hear. Oh, speaking of plants, I heard the garden is just covered in vines now. Is that true? Yeah. The plant lady was using them to keep the land from falling away. Plant spirit? Maze? I figured. Say, how's she doing? She's gone, isn't she? She said she was using up the last of her powers. I wouldn't be surprised. She always did her best to protect everyone. But yep, I need to go to the vault now. Cause Cedric said that the elevators were accessible there. Here we are, at the 11th hour. Shouldn't you be with the other evacuees? Maybe. I wonder if the big clock has reached 0 yet. I want to be right here and everything ends. Yeah, so they're referring to the clock over... Wait, is the computer on here? I'm just curious. It's not, yeah, I figured, but... They're referring to the clock above the vault. Now, for those of you who don't know, and I actually never got to experience this too, but back when Oneshot first released, this clock ticked down, it ticked down to like many days, and no one knew what that was signifying at the time, but I actually read that up, and when the clock hit 0, that's when the Solstice DLC released. So, you know, that's pretty interesting. There's also a lore video by the developers that's put out before that's meant to be viewed before the Solstice run. So I'll make sure to edit that in my series if it's. So yeah, I'll make sure to edit that when the series goes live. The door is locked. Looks like they're asking for a password. Here we go, folks. Oh, the bed's gone. This elevator won't open. Looks like it's stuck on another floor. This elevator has no button panel. Tapping the door doesn't open it either. That usually works. Wait. There's a lever hanging from the ceiling. Can't reach it. Oh, the lamplighter, right? It's like he's tasked to help with like the evacuees or whatever. We found some elevators. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. It was in a locked room. Oh. Did they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever. It's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us. What? You should be able to reach the lever, cause you're taller than me. Ooh, I guess I am? So, show me the way, I suppose. Okay, I was wondering if I could like talk to him for extra dialogue. Guess not. But yeah, I like how the lamplighter is like being more prominent in the story now. Come to think of it, all the characters were. Silver was, Kalamis and Alula were too. I guess it's doing justice with all the people that you meet. This room gives me the creeps, man. Oh, same! Yup. So, what did you need help with again? Can you reach the lever up there? Oh, right. Wait. I'm not that tall. Well, it's worth a shot. Wait, I got this. Nice! Thank you, mister. No prob, kid. So, you coming? Oh, neat. Well, looks like this elevator works alright. I'll go get the evacuees, I suppose. No! You were not killing him off too. What is going on? No! It's the Sqaure stuff, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Yeah. Hold on. Maybe Jake and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the Sqaures aren't inside the elevator. Yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. But what about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. No, oh my gosh. We're just getting screwed over. All of our friends are just, well, about to die or getting their lives endangered. This is so much more intense than the base game, and I love it. Nah, I'm not trying that just yet. I'm gonna try the other door, and then I'm gonna do that. Please, you mustn't. The labs could collapse any moment now. Let go of me. Oh? Yo, why was Dr. Sqaure playing Cedric fighting? Cedric? I couldn't stop him. Miss? Messiah. Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. There's George. Well, look who's back. How about next time you let me know before you leave the shelter to go into a literal death zone? Sorry. I get so worried, you know? Hey, found the Messiah. Yeah. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Robot. That's why he needed that book so badly. Y'all talking about a kid with white hair and goggles? That's Cedric, yeah. He ran here earlier, grabbed one of the books from my archives and ran straight out the door. Not even going through checkout. The nerve of that kid! Said it was an emergency, so I didn't bother stopping him. I hope he doesn't get himself killed out there. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... Oh my gosh, that was... the labs? That poor kid! No! Not him too! I'm sorry about your friend. The last time we spoke, he told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. Are you kidding me? Kid, there's no way we're letting you out there. But I really have to. George is right. The Sqaure seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse. It's best to stay here until things stabilize. However long that takes. But, what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? The sun won't do us any good. The Sqaures are just gonna mess everything up. Sadly. Not to mention even getting there is going to be hard. If the world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. And if anything bad happened to the Messiah of all people. No, I won't allow it. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking. Oh, that's silver. But now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you were just a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We have been dealing with tragedy for so long, it's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be so terrifying. And now, you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. We must seem so ungrateful. It's... okay. When I first came to this world... oh my, she's spilling the beans, I think. When I first came to this world, a long time ago, back then, all I wanted was to go home. Jake, do you remember? The very first time. I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return to the sun back then, I didn't even question it. But then I just came back. You... what? I went through that decision again, didn't I? But I came back again. Even though you were able to do both, the effects couldn't be permanent, could it? And then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me. And Cedric told me to not think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you, back at the mines. I thought for you to know all that, yet continue doing this. It just seemed cruel. But then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. But at the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? It must be. Oh, it was. I was bawling my eyes out. If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save this world, Jake. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were... Jake? I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? Well, I'm convinced. After all that, it'd be super rude for me to stop you, wouldn't it? Well, George is fine with it. I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be careful, okay? Mm-hmm. You guys be safe too. So yeah, everyone's in here now. So I have to cancel my appointment. Stinks. Okay, I thought Niko was just gonna blurt out, you know, something along the lines of, this world is fake, so why stop me anyways, or something. I don't know. But yeah, here's Rue, the fox. Oh, no staticky vision this time. Or at least not where it normally would have been. Yep, everything is just sealed off. Alright, here we go. You're here! Niko! Are you Rue? Yes. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on, let's go back to the clock room. And these squares are everywhere, man. The squares are here too. How do I get back to the elevator room? I doubt anything's available to see on this street. Oh wait, no. The factory, yeah. The factory, this, the door it's untampered with is here. Yeah. See if this elevator works. Where are the other two? Prototype, Cedric. They're supposed to be here already. Prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh, no. Here goes our only chance. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Niko. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. New song. You know, it's the tallest building in the Refuge. It's my favorite place in this world. I like to look at the far-off buildings and imagine what kind of lives that might be behind each of the windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to get a better look. It was depressing for me at first too, you know. Knowing that all of this is, well, fake? Simulated. Cedric told me about what happened to your old world. Did he? I am really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel. The feeling of never being able to go home again? That's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? It really is ironic. You are prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? The World Machine. You might know it as the Entity. Yo! Oh. The Entity does sound familiar. I think I heard it from the Dice Lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the world? Yes. But, thing is, the World Machine was only built to run on the mental abilities of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence for so long. Your creator? So she's not a natural fox then. Well, I mean, obviously that's obvious due to her talking and stuff, maybe, but still, my creator. That's interesting. It was simply ingrained in his work. And all machines are built with a fundamental law: never let a living being come to harm. From the World Machine's perspective, it has to violate its deepest, most foundational instinct. It has to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual intended ending was meant to be a happy one. But the World Machine doesn't know that. Really? Unfortunately. Sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. The central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. You can see physical manifestations of that everywhere now. The Sqaures, that's the World Machine corrupting its own code. My creator says it's largely an involuntary process induced by stress and the desire to self-terminate. Your creator knows? Sounds like this has been going on since the beginning then. Yeah. The disruption was an issue during test runs even. At first, my creator thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. He spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reiterating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our homeworld's remaining lifespan was measured in mere days. Oh, is there any way for us to fix the world machine? We tried. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real, myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming? I have heard that word so many times. I only know it's complicated, and it has to do with robots, but for once, I want to know what it really means. That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah? No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? A robot is not a real person, is it? Right. It's a being whose entire existence is code. Inflexible programming with thoughts dictated by someone else's design. They can be copied, they can be mass-produced, they can be assigned all sorts of jobs. And most importantly, they will never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by their code, the knowledge that they are a robot. But this was more of a limitation than anything else. Ah, that makes sense. You can't really build a robot to not follow its own code, can you? People have tried, but it's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflicts things? Yeah. While you can't build a robot to not follow its code, you can establish a special bond with it. If the strength of that bond is strong enough, the robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside of its programming. In a way, it's starting to believe itself as a real, valid individual. It's a complete suspension of disbelief on your end, though. You have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine, living person, even knowing they are not. You need to spend a lot of time with it. Treat it like a good friend, devoting your heart to the robot until it is able to return your feelings. I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and Jake know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really, really scared. This content update involves some pretty deep code work. Oh, she's talking about Solstice. Wow. My creator was able to access some of the source code, you know. He did what he could and established new connections between maps. Those links that enabled you to meet the other two. But as it turns out, the new code confused the world machine to such an extent that it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine always has self-destructive tendencies, it usually restrains itself when you are in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it. All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. But now the other two are gone. I don't even know how we're gonna get you there. We should go. Even this place is no longer safe. You guys are okay? Yup. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the robot assembly rooms are built pretty tough, and it actually did not take me long to bring Proto back. All thanks to Father's book. He had made my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan in the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does think of everything. That he does. I am just glad everyone is okay. Same. We're ready to go now, Niko. Oh, it's so cool, they're all following me. Oh, this is... No wonder you wanted us all to be here for this. What are these things anyway? Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world. What? It's a bit hard to explain. Excuse me. But basically, my father has hidden a decryption key in our code with a text file as its shell. But to get to them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are combined into a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of this world, which will... Confused cat noises. Rue, maybe it's better if you explain. I'll attempt. Basically, these portals all represent a physical location on Jake's machine. Ooh. And when we enter these portals, we will be sent to that location. Wherever that is. I'm sure Jake is already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world on your computer. What? Am I familiar with this? I don't know. Did I miss the mission briefing? But this time, Jake will need to move around some things as well. Specifically, by moving the keys from the small portal to the big one. I don't know what happens next though. I see. Does Jake know where these portals lead, at least? You should probably ask Jake on this. Right. Hold on. The journal is glowing again, Jake. Documents, my games, one shot. Oh, there's new files! Portal 1, Portal 2, Portal 3. This one is green. This one's configured to my code, I think. This one's blue. That's mine then. And I think. Okay, so I need to move all of these into here, I think. Move to big portal. Oh shit! That moves them in the game. So what do? Do I go to the big portal? Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, wow. How did I not figure that out? Okay, so you don't move the portals themselves, but you move them. Oh, is that a door? It is. This is the author's place. Cause like I recognize like the helmet and the pencil and the book from one of George's books in the library. That was quite peculiar, I'll say. Hey, this is the world machine. The big book on the table. They're watercolor sticks. A box full of folders and loose paper. A box full of notebooks and sketchbooks. Black clovers in a glass case. The shelf full of books. A big detailed drawing of a machine with lots of TV screens. That's called a blueprint, Niko. So that's what a blueprint is. It's a big photo. Wait, no, it's a painting. Hard to tell at first. It's a pilot's helmet. stack of books. There's a glass tea set on the table. Tea does sound really nice right now. Too bad there's no water in here. A coat rack with a scarf and a big jacket. A shelf full of books. A bulletin board, lots of papers on it. Photos too. Oh? Jake still remember what to do here. Yep, I do. Here we go, boys. Alright. Just to tease you folks, I'm gonna end part 3 right here. Well, maybe, we'll see. We'll see if I end this at part 3 or not. But yeah, if I do, then you have to wait till next time for part 4. Hope you enjoyed.